got to where I wanted to be. Or, I sold some artwork, and yes, it wasn't very successful, but later on it returned me with this group of people that I've been networking with that has been much more fulfilling. Life is about choices, right? Life is always about choices. And the way you stay on track is just have a goal. So once you have your ultimate goal, your ultimate, like, hey, I really want to do this in the next 1, 3, 5, 10 years, then you can really focus more on, okay, that you're going to constantly get that information no matter what. But then you can start to say, does this align with my goal? If your goal is to lose weight, right? If you want to lose weight in 30 days, would you be joining groups that do yoga? Or would you be joining groups that do bodylifting? Or would you join groups that color in coloring books? Or would you join groups that are interested in makeup? Why are you're going to, it's like going to the grocery store and going to every shelf, right? You're just excited because you're like, oh my God, I didn't see this, I didn't see that, I didn't see this, I didn't see that. There's all these amazing choices. Which one should I do? You're like, why did you come to the grocery store? It's like, oh, that's right. Back to what your goal was. Oh, I wanted to lose weight in the next 30 days. Well, why are you going down every aisle? So you got to think about that. You got to say, okay, do I really want to lose weight? And if you really want to lose weight, guess what? You go down that aisle, or that you'll go join that group that is just based on what you're trying to go after, right? And then when you get to that aisle, you don't go buy everything. Like, oh my God, let's say there's all these groups. There's like 100 groups on weight loss. There's 100 products on this one aisle. You don't go and say, okay, I want all these. You go, okay, how do I want to, lose weight? How, who are the people, or what are the products, and what are the connections that I want to make that will fulfill me in this area of my life? And you do this with all the areas of your life, not just on your health, but everything, spiritually, community, like your business, everything. And the best way to stay focused, especially when you're first starting out on like determining your goals, determining, all this, how you're gonna like sort through the information to make it work within your goals in your life, you want to look for mentors. So that's the best way to start the journey. And you can just use their path if there is a mentor in the area. Now, some paths don't have mentors because it's never been done. Now, if you're like, if you like come up with the next big new invention, there might not be a mentor for it, right? But you can always find other areas of life that will have a mentor. So definitely use those other resources. We're all connected on the internet. And what's nice about that, you can pretty much Google everybody's like history and be like, hey, they did this path, especially if they have a big enough name and you look up to them, they'll have plenty of history. But don't use them for, everything in your life. Don't be like, hey, let me see, Joe, whatever, Smith, he has an amazing, family life. So I'm going to follow him, but I'm going to do his business. I'm going to do, his workout routine. I'm going to do everything. No, it doesn't work like that. You take that one piece of his life and say, what do I like about his life, about this area? What do I feel like I'm missing in my life that could be improved on to make it more like that? And you do that, but you do it with every area of your life. Yes, it takes work, but this is your life we're talking about, and you only have one. You might as well make the best of it, and it's all about the journey. So you keep working at it. You just don't go, okay, I'm good, and just go loaf around and just sit around and wait till you die one day, right? So it's a journey. You should never lose ambition on why you're here and your goals. You should always have goals. I don't care if you're 100 and you set a goal at 100. Go set, Jim Rohn, one of my mentors in motivational speaking and self-development, said his father even set goals in his 80s. His goals would be like going to get a driver's license. So, always set your goals. It'll keep you excited even as you get older. You can be 80 and just starting a new business. It doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter here. Like I said, so tonight I want you just to think about, who do you want to be? What do you want to leave behind? What would your obituary say? And then also, if write down some people that you look up to, and then think of why you look up to those people. What do you see in their lives that excites you, and why does it excite you? Another thing, to build off of this is, if you did get that dream like persona, right? If you get that perfect version of you, not only what could you give back, but let's think about a little bit of the negative too. If you did get that, what do you have to give up? There's always a force, a push and pull here. So you're gonna have to give something to receive it, right? And it could be negative. So make sure that you think of also some complications that might hinder in your life, like if it's a career change, where do you have to move? Would that cost you more money? Maybe you have to move to apartments, things like that. Um, or maybe it's just simple as you have to give more to receive it in like an educational standard. Whereas say you wanted to be a college professor or something, well, you have to get the credentials to become the college professor. So you have to give more of your time. You have to put more hours in. If you want to be a pilot, you have to put more time and doing those pilot classes and things like that. So my battery was saying it was dying. Sorry about that. Yeah, so definitely take this evening and just think about it. You don't even have to write it down tomorrow. I'll go more into it. We'll spend a good 2 hours just doing a live chat. Anybody wants to jump on, they're totally welcome to. I'm thinking that tomorrow, like I said, I do it every single day with altar call. With Ryan Blair and Tony Lazaro ever since they started, like last Thursday. We do a daily prayer. Any religion's welcome. You don't even have to be religious. I myself, isn't. It isn't. I'm not religious. I was kind of brought up Christian, not really. We didn't practice it. I've been to tons of churches with friends growing up because they were forced to go and I felt bad, so I went with them. But I've always was very fascinated in religion, but I never adopted one. I'm more spiritual. Like, I believe there is something that holds us all together, but it's more as like a vibration or a spiritual